So let's look at the elements of the original Passover and see how it relates to our modern day communion. We'll start with the bread. In the original Passover in Egypt, there was an actual meal. They were to eat the roasted meat of the lamb along with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. The order is not complete until the sacrifice is eaten. And in this way, the Israelites demonstrated that they accepted the sacrifice of the lamb. Today, we eat the bread, which symbolizes the body of Jesus sacrificed for us all. But here's the thing. Even though Jesus was the substitute for every person, not every person will be saved. We are created with free will. We're not forced to love God. It's up to us to accept the sacrifice. In eating the bread, we symbolize that we accept the sacrifice. About that unleavened bread, bread that is leavened means it has yeast added to it. Yeast is what causes bread to rise up. But they didn't have time to wait on the bread to rise. They had to eat quickly and be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And we find that is what happened. When Pharaoh finally relented, he didn't say they could leave in a few days after they packed their bags. They had to leave immediately, and when they were told to leave, it was the middle of the night. We're also told to be prepared to leave at a moment's notice. We don't know the day or hour that our Savior will return. So what does it mean to be ready? It means we want to be found in that moment worshiping God. There are various ways to worship, but in essence, we want our lives to give glory back to God by living holy lives. It doesn't mean we spend every moment in song and prayer, but it does mean we strive to live every moment in a way that honors God. We want no unholiness found in us. This brings us back to the leaven, which represents the past. By leaving the leaven behind, the Israelites were leaving behind all the godless culture of Egypt. They were to take none of the old religious rituals or symbols with them. God was going to be their only God and the sole object of their worship. In many Jewish homes, even today, they will prepare for the Passover with a spring cleaning by ridding the house of every trace of leaven. Not only do they not want it in their bread at the meal, they don't even want it in the house. For us, we do a spring cleaning in our hearts. Communion is a time to ask yourself if there's anything in your life you need to get rid of. What needs to be cleaned out of your life so that you can offer yourself in service to God? There's a lot more to unpack on this bread topic, so stick around for more videos.